Hi, this is Captain Eric Risen on the water with Newport. We're here at San Vicente Reservoir in Lakeside, California. It's about middle of July. Water temps are about 78, 79 degrees. Beautiful morning. It's gonna be a warm day today. We're out here pretty early. Gonna try a little early morning top water and then probably transition to throwing a little drop shot and some soft plastics. So we'll see what today has in store. All right, we're gonna start with a little top water here. The water's come up at least 20 feet in this lake in the last 4 or 5 months, so there's a lot of flooded cover all around the lake and a lot of little bass fry, bluegill fry, shad, kind of using all that submerged cover. It's a little hiding spot from the bass. So we'll see if anybody wants to come up top, and then we'll probably transition to the drop shot before too long. Just throwing a small little spook here, kind of imitates the little bass fry and shad in the lake. All right, so I just busted off my drop shot. I have to retie here, so I figured I'd walk you guys through how we're setting these up. Light wire, size 12, owner rebarb. You're gonna do a Palomar knot. I like anywhere from about 12 to 8 inches to the weight. You're gonna do a Palomar knot. You're gonna stick it back through the guide, coming the top way. That way when you pull your drop shot set up tight, you got the hook facing upwards. Robo worms, morning dawn. It's a pretty classic color, especially at this lake. Barely skin hook it through the nose. And you're gonna stick that hook in the worm, not all the way through though. That's the key, is to kind of have it just about halfway through the worm. That way when you do hit the trees, you don't have a barb sticking out to catch anything. Procure trophy bass sauce. I always like to put a little scent of my plastics out here just because these fish see a lot of lures, so sometimes little things like that can make a big difference. Down into the trees. So you really want to use a weedless hook. I like to, oh, there's a fish. Little guy, but it's a start. All right, that was a start. Small one, but we're on the board. All right, that was on the drop shot with the morning dawn. I'm using a light line. I got 7-pound fluorocarbon and like a little size 2 robo worm rebarb hook, which is really a key part of the program out here, because these hooks are super weedless, so it lets you kind of drop that drop shot lure down in through the trees without hanging up. We're running the 36 volt, 30 amp hour, and one of them only weighs about 25 pounds. So when you're in a small boat like this, where weight is really important, even being able to cut down 25, 30 pounds here and there makes a huge difference in your speed and just how easy it is to trailer and maneuver. So I love these lithium batteries on this small boat because it cuts so much weight, and it takes the place of 3 lead acid batteries that might weigh you 50 pounds each. You can get by with one of these. It's about 25 pounds, and that's gonna make a big difference, especially if you're out fishing with your buddy who probably already weighs 70 pounds more than you should. Another cool thing about these Newport lithium batteries is you can check the charge on your phone, so you can see how much charge you have left, when you need to head back to the dock, so you don't get caught across the lake with a dead battery like I've done too many times. Fun day out here, just wrapping up. We caught about 6 fish, hooked a few more. One thing I really like about these Newport motors is they're quiet. They kind of double as a trolling motor and a big motor. But to get the most out of your motor, you want to kind of be careful of your throttle. I found on my boat, anything from like about 50 to 75% throttle gets me up moving pretty good, and it's going to conserve your battery and give you a lot more range. But you can tell that right here on the screen. It's got your percentage, which is really nice. You know what percent of throttle you're at. Each boat's going to have a little different sweet spot, but I found like for a little aluminum boat like this, running at about 50 to 75% seems like the sweet spot and gives you probably your longest range. Especially with these 36 volt, 30 amp hours. You want to be a little conservative on your power, so kind of find that sweet spot for each boat is going to be important, and will help you get the most out of your battery and your